This Karen wasted my time fighting over a parking spot, so I decided to waste hers later. This happened this morning at Woodland Mall in Michigan. I was driving around looking for a spot when I saw an empty one pretty close to the mall entrance. The parking spaces were angled, and the entire lane was clearly designed to be one way. I was already approaching the spot when this woman suddenly came from the opposite direction. Yep, she was driving the wrong way down the lane, and of course, she had her eyes on the exact same parking spot. At that point, I figured she'd realize she was going the wrong way and just move on. Nope. She stopped right in front of me and decided that she was getting that spot. Then she started trying to turn into it. And I swear, this woman did about 427 points of turning just to get her car into a regular parking space. Forward. Back. Turn. Stop. Back again. Turn the wheel the other way. At one point, I genuinely wondered if she had ever parked a car before. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting there waiting. And because she was blocking the lane, several cars started piling up behind me too. Nobody could get around her. This went on for what felt like 5 full minutes. Finally, she managed to get into the spot, except she was still parked completely crooked. She got out like she had just accomplished something impressive. So as I drove past her, I gave her the slowest, most sarcastic golf clap I could. Then I rolled down my window and said, "My blind grandma could have parked faster than that." She immediately snapped back, "But I got here first!" Girl, no you didn't. You just bullied your way into the spot because you were coming from the wrong direction. I didn't bother arguing with her. I just drove around and found another parking spot. But then I noticed something. Her car was still sitting there completely crooked, taking up way more space than it needed to. And that's when I got an idea. I grabbed a piece of paper and a pen from my car. Then I wrote, "Sorry I bumped your car. You parked badly and I had a hard time getting out." I didn't put my phone number. I didn't leave my insurance information. Nothing. Because I never actually bumped her car. I folded the paper and tucked it underneath her windshield wiper. Then I went into the mall. And honestly, I would have loved to see her face when she came back. Because I'm pretty sure she was going to spend a good amount of time walking around her car, looking for a scratch, dent, or some kind of damage that didn't exist. She wasted 5 minutes of my life just because she couldn't stand the idea of letting someone else have a parking spot. So I figured I'd return the favor.